Coming up at 6, intense surveillance video out of Los Gatos where a car is seen speeding down a quiet street, crashing into a longtime downtown coffee shop.
Devastating damage. Everything within the cafe side was destroyed.
Details on the suspected DUI crash, and we'll hear from the shop's owner about the next move. Plus, Bay Area outlet malls and shopping centers were buzzing with people this Black Friday.
Thought we'd come out and experience some Black Friday shopping. Maybe a good deal.
The bargains drawing people out to shop in person instead of online. And later, why some TK students in San Francisco haven't had a permanent teacher in months.
She's been rotating through a cast of about 10 or so substitute teachers at this point.
How a statewide initiative is making it hard for San Francisco Unified to staff TK classes.
This is CBS News Bay Area with Juliette Goodrich.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We begin with breaking news out of San Jose, where there is police activity outside of Valley Fair Mall. Santa Clara County Sheriff's confirming it is responding to a weapons incident. As you can see, our chopper was over Valley Fair earlier this afternoon. We've seen reports on social media of shoppers evacuating the mall right now, and there are pictures of people huddled inside the Abercrombie store. We have a crew on the way. We will bring you more information throughout this newscast as soon as we get it. And this is Black Friday, a very busy shopping day. Word of this comes as malls are very crowded, shoppers out and about throughout the Bay Area. In fact, our chopper flew over the premium outlets in Livermore just this afternoon. You can see we saw packed parking lots, long lines to enter the stores like Nike, Coach, and Dolce & Gabbana. And this video gives you kind of a look at what the traffic's been like all day at the outlets. A long line of cars on eastbound 580 waiting to take the exit on El Charro Road. So whether it's online, in-store, holiday shopping, you could spend a lot of money on this. Holiday shopping could top $1 trillion for the first time. According to the National Retail Federation, about 187 million people are expected to shop between today through Cyber Monday. So our Katie Nielsen is out among those shoppers, very brave today at Broadway Plaza in Walnut Creek with a look at how it's going out there. Hi, Katie.
Hey, Juliette, we've got tons of people out here still, even though it's pretty chilly tonight. They are braving this cold weather and also the fights over the parking spaces. And it is all in the name of holiday cheer. Oh, what fun it is to shop, especially for Heber Carrillo.
Waiting for my wife and my daughter going shopping and pay the bill.
Black Friday shopping is a tradition for his family, so he knew what to expect.
Lots of traffic coming in, probably took about 20 minutes to find parking, and walking around is crowds of people.
Salesforce data shows online shopping is up 6% this year over last year's numbers, with the top product categories being activewear and footwear. A trend playing out in Walnut Creek, where the store with the longest line at Broadway Plaza was Garage, an athleisure store catering to teens and young adults.
We're dropping off our daughter. She's shopping with her awesome friends. They got these cool, what are the horns like? Anyway, they got the cool hats. I got a great picture. And then we were shopping, we ate, because everyone is really stressed out. Everyone is stressed out.
Except for John McGrath, serving up piping hot buckets of donuts to cold shoppers.
Yeah, look at the line.
People are out shopping, as you can see. We got a long line here, probably 15 people deep. We're super appreciative and we're so grateful to be here.
The proverbial David of Donuts versus the Goliaths of retailers.
We're out here buying like all these big retail brands today for Black Friday, and I think that supporting a small business on a day like today is especially important.
But the real star of the show, jolly old Saint Nick.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
1, 2, 3.
A coveted photo with Santa was the only reason the Rodriguez family came to Walnut Creek from Napa.
This is a tradition for us, yeah, these photos.
Nice big smiles, 1, 2, 3.
My mother has collected all of them since we were children, and so this is now going to be like the 21st in that collection.
Pretty brave of the Rodriguez family to show us some of those old photos with Santa. But in all seriousness, we also heard a lot today about tariffs. People just saying, the cost of presents are up this year and their budget might not stretch as far. And I think there are actually some small businesses that are excited for tomorrow, Small Business Saturday, hoping that shoppers will capitalize on goods made here in the USA.
Absolutely. We all get a little creative with our budget. Thanks so much, Katie. Appreciate it. All right, on to San Francisco as well. Take a look at this. Other things happening at Union Square. It's another hub for holiday shopping. This is what it looked like today. Not so busy earlier in the day, but it's picked up this evening. And we did see a long line outside of Pop Mart, known for selling the viral Labubus. Oh, yeah. All right, now to some harrowing new surveillance video in Los Gatos. It shows the moment a black Volvo came flying down the street and slamming into a longtime downtown coffee shop. Police say the 90-year-old driver is suspected of driving under the influence. So take a look. This is the video inside the coffee roasting company following this crash last night. You can see the front entrance and interior was completely flattened by the car. Luckily, the shop near Main and University Avenue was closed early for Thanksgiving, so no one was inside when this happened. Meanwhile, the driver was taken to the hospital. Police say he is in serious but stable condition. And the shop has since been boarded up, and city inspectors have yellow tagged the building. The shop has to make repairs before city engineers can actually determine whether it is safe to reopen. And we heard from the shop's co-owner, who says he's just thankful this happened on a holiday while they were closed.
Our normal Thursday night, we would have had 30 to 40 people walking around at 9 p.m. when this happened, and it would have ended up much, much worse. It would have been a major disaster.
Locals say Los Gatos Coffee Roasting Company has been a downtown fixture for about 45 years.
This is their living room, their second living room. They come here and they make friends and have coffee.
No timeline yet on when the shop will reopen, but the owners hope to welcome customers back in about 5 to 10 days. Walnut Creek police are investigating a series of smash and grab burglaries. The break-ins were all reported early Tuesday morning, just after 4. Police say they arrived to find multiple businesses at the San Miguel and Countrywood shopping centers showing signs of a forced entry. A total of 9 restaurants and businesses were hit, including a donut shop, a Mexican restaurant, a swim shop, and a floral shop. Officers are still looking for leads on any suspects. And we are learning more about a possible shooting near Coast Guard housing in Novato. It forced the area to temporarily shelter in place last night. This happened on South Oakwood Drive. Police say security guards saw a man trespassing, tried to stop him, but he got away. They chased after the man and heard what sounded like gunshots nearby. The suspect got away. Police say a security guard fell during the chase, but is okay. Investigators are asking anyone who lives in the Coast Guard housing check area to check surveillance camera for possible video of the suspect. All right, the age-old question, did you feel it? A 3.2 earthquake shook the peninsula this evening. The USGS reporting the epicenter was near Colma. Police reported feeling it in Pacifica, San Bruno, and San Francisco. The USGS says there was light shaking in the area. No reports of any damage. In San Francisco, some parents with TK students are demanding changes after their children haven't had a permanent teacher for months now. Kenny Choi explains how statewide mandates and requirements for transitional kindergarten classes are leaving some districts in a pretty difficult situation.
Pickup time at school has become a stress test for parents. It's Paul Rivera's daughter's first year in the San Francisco Unified School District as a transitional kindergartner.
I have never been more frustrated as a parent.
Since the start of the school year, his daughter hasn't had a permanent teacher she knows by name.
She's been rotating through a cast of about 10 or so substitute teachers at this point.
Jennifer Borner also has a child in TK at McCobbin Elementary in the Sunset District.
Sometimes he's like, we watched Louian's class today.
They were just like running around the classroom and they were playing with the lights.
Parents say SFUSD hasn't been able to permanently staff all 18 of its TK classes. They're critical SFUSD is receiving more state funding because of TK enrollment, but not offering solutions to fill a glaring gap, leading to what they call chaotic classrooms.
Their pattern recognition is like, I can kind of do what I want. These teachers sort of know my name, sometimes they don't. The rules are different every day. They don't know what to expect, and they're setting foundations for how to learn. That's a problem.
Just feel like there was chaos in the classroom.
Staffing TK classes in the midst of a mandated statewide expansion has become a challenge for school districts because of a statewide shortage of credentialed TK teachers, according to SFUSD. Wanzi Maruvi is with the UC Berkeley Center for the Study of Child Care Employment. She says new credentialing requirements by the California Department of Education are problematic.
They need to create a pathway that allows the preschool teachers to get the credential without having to go through an onerous system when they already are qualified to teach the 4-year-olds.
Maruvi says the credentialing system is creating a bottleneck and preventing tens of thousands of qualified preschool educators from securing public school TK jobs. SFUSD has touted 97% of its classrooms having fully credentialed teachers.
What it feels like is that Spider-Man meme where they're all like pointing at each other and it's like, not my problem, not my problem. And at the end of the day, it's the kids and their families taking a hit on it.
I love public schools, and I wanted to raise a public school child, but this has left me completely frustrated.
The lack of TK teachers is pushing some parents to consider opting out and walking away.
We requested an interview with SFUSD, but the district spokesperson sent us this statement saying they are actively recruiting, but they are challenging to fill because of statewide shortages of credentialed TK teachers. They say in the meantime, substitutes and long-term staff are ensuring all classrooms are covered. Parents say the district initially ignored requests for updates, but is now holding weekly meetings. They say the district officials have even asked parents for help recruiting qualified teachers. All right, let's get back to that breaking news we're following out of the South Bay. San Jose police say they're investigating a shooting at Valley Fair Mall. They confirmed with us 2 victims with gunshot wounds have been transported to the hospital. You're looking at social media video. It is showing a large police presence. Obviously, shoppers gathered outside as well. All of this happening outside of the mall. We've seen reports, and there's a still picture there on social media of shoppers evacuating the mall, and then pictures showing people actually huddled inside the Abercrombie store. Look at that in the corner to the left. Our chopper is there. Our crew is on the way. We will certainly stay on top of this breaking news story. Coming up, the lifts have started spinning at Boreal Mountain, and that's thanks to snow machines.
We want winter to be here, but even if winter's not here, we're able to turn those guns on when the temps drop.
A look at the ski resort's long-awaited opening day. Resorts in the Sierra are slowly starting to open for ski season, and today it was opening day at Boreal Mountain Resort. Connor McGill takes us to the slopes.
Well, look, warm temperatures and a lack of snowfall has made things quite hard for Sierra resorts to open up in time for the holiday weekend. And even with the little snow we see here on the ground, operations remain limited.
To be honest with you, the last 7 years I've been here, I've never seen this dirt. I've never seen these rocks. It's been straight snow the whole pasture.
And that's been the case for many out this Thanksgiving weekend. To open at all, Boreal has had to lean hard on their snowmaking operations.
So here at Boreal, we've probably used about 500,000 gallons of snow to put out the product that we have behind me here on the hill.
With warm days and very few cold snaps, resorts say it's a wait-and-see game.
It's just been kind of that waiting game with temperatures, and with that we were able to blow snow as much as we could to try and make sure that we were able to open up safely for all of our guests.
Still, first-timers and those who have come out for years are making the most of what's there.
I feel really grateful that I'm able to do this stuff. This is my first time going snowboarding.
We still got snow on the ground. We're out here to ride. You know, hopefully conditions get better. We're going to be out here until then.
And Boreal is hoping those conditions improve soon.
We want winter to be here, but even if winter's not here, we're able to turn those guns on when the temps drop and make sure that we're able to continue not only to have what we have behind me here, but continue to expand terrain and add more runs, add more lifts, and we're hoping to have even more open by the Christmas holiday as well.
As for now, looking ahead to the next 10 days, there is no snowfall in sight, and resorts are hoping that will change as we get into December.
Fog was stubborn across the Bay Area, both marine layer fog and tule fog spreading in from the Central Valley, and that kept a lid on temperatures except the coast. Half Moon Bay, the warm spot again at 61, but look at Santa Rosa and Concord only in the upper 40s. A little bit of a warm up underneath that fog over the weekend. Details coming up in First Alert Weather.
An update to our breaking news. San Jose police are investigating a shooting at Valley Fair Mall. Officers say 2 people were treated for gunshot wounds. This is social media video you're looking at showing a large police presence outside the mall, as well as customers out there too. And then these photos show people huddled inside the Abercrombie store. Our chopper is headed to the scene. We will continue to bring you updates, and we have a crew on the way as well. A warning now for beachgoers about dangerous conditions along our shorelines. The National Weather Service has issued a beach hazard statement. So this is a look at Pacifica earlier today. There's an increased risk for sneaker waves and also rip currents. Officials say to stay off the rocks and don't turn your back on the ocean because of what Paul calls those sneaker waves. And it's a good time to call you in, Paul, for the latest on our forecast. Hey,
yeah, the ocean is undefeated, so you don't want to mess with that. We're going to be seeing fog being an issue for travelers around the state over the next couple of days. Nationwide, it's going to be a big headache because there's a winter storm through the middle of the country. But let's get into the details around California and take a look at the satellite replay over the past several hours. It's actually going to stop this afternoon, speaking to daylight view of that fog. This is from 9 o'clock this morning through 3 o'clock this afternoon. You see how stubborn the fog is once again through the Central Valley. That tule fog just locked in place, and some of it spreads to the Delta into the inland valleys, the North Bay and the East Bay. That also was locked in place today. Did not really break up to any great extent, which is why high temperatures in Santa Rosa and Concord only got up into the upper 40s, only a little ways into the 50s around Livermore, while temperatures at the coast, where skies did clear out, managed to warm up to around or just above 60 degrees. Fog's still going to be a big story for travel tomorrow. We're still going to be in this same pattern Saturday and Sunday. So the statewide travel forecast, only a couple trouble spots, Sacramento, Fresno, basically up and down I-5. That's where you're going to have some more difficulties with the temperatures being affected as well. Only low 50s in Sacramento tomorrow. It's been an unusually chilly late November week in the capital. For Southern California, though, back up to the upper 60s to near 70 degrees. Not as warm as the past couple of days, but still pretty nice. Around the Bay Area, the same pattern keeping the fog locked in place has also kept smoke from wood-burning stoves and fireplaces locked in place. So air quality in the moderate to even edging into that orange category, unhealthy for sensitive groups. And it's going to be a similar story tomorrow. No spare the air alert from the Air District, but it still remains possible that they're going to pull the trigger on that for either tomorrow or for Sunday, since the big picture stagnant weather pattern really isn't going to change a whole lot. Right now, looking towards downtown, the fog along the coast is just hanging out at the coast for the moment. Temperatures are chilly, though. 40s for most portions of the Bay Area. Only low 50s in San Jose is the least cool spot on the map. We're not going to warm up a lot tomorrow, but I think we're going to bounce back a little bit. One more Thanksgiving pup picture to share with you. Ramsey and Jolie have their Pilgrim Finest on for Thanksgiving. Tomorrow in Petaluma, we do expect that the fog isn't going to be quite as stubborn, so temperatures should be able to warm up into the mid to upper 50s during the afternoon. If we're right about that, if the sunshine emerges. If it's another day where the clouds just refuse to budge, then you're going to be stuck in the upper 40s and low 50s. Once again, it's the hardest part of the forecast to get right when we're in this kind of pattern. So let's take a look at Futurecast and see if it helps us out. And this only takes us through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, but what it shows is pretty widespread fog in the Central Valley and for the inland valleys of the North Bay and the East Bay. Some of that marine layer fog sneaking in around the bay and into the Santa Clara Valley. But that's going to dissipate once the sun comes up tomorrow. The tule fog, though, in the inland valleys, a much harder time getting rid of that. So it's going to have an impact on how much our temperatures do or don't warm up. Here's the look at the numbers for tomorrow. In the 60s in the Santa Clara Valley, mid-60s in San Jose with low to mid-60s around the bay. But east of the Oakland Hills, highs only in the mid to upper 50s to around 60 degrees. That's about the best we're going to do. For the North Bay, it'll be a mix of upper 50s and some low 60s. Again, assuming that the fog actually does make it through the clouds. Breaking up our forecast into the usual, instead of the usual microclimates of coast, bay, and inland, well, the East Bay and North Bay, those valleys are going to have to contend with fog at least through Monday, and then we start to see more of a shift with more sunshine peeking through, and that'll allow temperatures to warm up to a greater extent. The other microclimate is everywhere else, very cleverly named. Temperatures aren't going to be a whole lot different, but you are going to see more sunshine, both over the weekend and through that first week of December. More news coming up after a quick break. Stick around.
We want to get to our breaking news again. This is a check here in San Jose, a shooting at Valley Fair Mall on this busy Black Friday. San Jose police say that 2 people were taken to the hospital with gunshot wounds. You're looking at social media video. It's showing the large police presence outside of the mall, as you can see there. And then we had other still photos of people huddled inside the Abercrombie store. You can see there. We're told that the mall is on lockdown, and we were hearing reports of a reported active shooter when this first came out. We're still following up with the police to find out. And of course, it is a very busy holiday season, this being Black Friday. Scores of people shopping today, and we're told that some people are even reporting on social media that they are hiding right now, not sure if they should come out or not. But as it stands, we're still continuing to follow this. A shooting at Valley Fair Mall. San Jose police saying 2 people were shot. They've been taken to the hospital with reported gunshot wounds. And as you can see, we're getting social media still photos. This one of the store inside Valley Fair. You can see some people huddled there, just waiting for their next directive, whether they can leave or if they need to stay put. And then also we had some video you could see from outside of Valley Fair Mall where people were kind of gathering and the police presence was already there. So social media video coming in. We do have our chopper on the scene and a crew on the scene. We'll continue to follow this breaking news story on this very busy Black Friday. Again, police investigating a shooting. 2 people taken to the hospital. This at Valley Fair Mall in San Jose. We'll continue to follow this breaking news story here on CBS News, and we'll have more news for you at 7 o'clock. Also, CBS Evening News is next on KPIX. Local news continues on our streaming service, CBS News Bay Area. We're back here in 30 minutes with more news at 7 o'clock. We'll have a crew at the scene, also Chopper, and we'll update you at 7 o'clock on this breaking news story. Until then, we'll see you soon.